So I just thought I'd give you a bit of a context from
It's been a good day. Got up about 6 o'clock, got down to the gym about just before 7. Had a light leg session, so intensity wise it's quite easy. I think I was lifting 65% of my 1 rep max. Technically though it's quite hard because the second exercise was power cleans, which is a new exercise to me, so it's the second week of this training block, so it's the second time I've done it. I wasn't using as heavy weight as I know I could use.
Hey guys, so you heard Jono talk a little about his training. I thought I'd just give you a bit of an insight into kind of the client and the coach, kind of the relationship and what and why he's doing certain things. So this is one of his lighter sessions, and all of Jono's sessions are kind of a bit lighter in a sense. That is because total volume has been taken down. Intensity is still there. You can remove 2/3 of your total volume and keep that intensity high, and you can really see retention of strength, retention of muscle as well. The reason for power cleans, however, is because it's a nice kind of lighter movement as opposed to a deadlift. Not that Jono isn't deadlifting, but it's nice to get that full body compound movement in there, keeps his training exciting, and allows a lot of energy to be burned, a lot of muscles are being used. Again, just show you some hip thrusts here. So training at the moment, intensity is high, volume has been reduced, and we're auto-regulating this.
I've got everything weighed out, chopped up, etc. So for the beef teriyaki, I've got 150 grams of beef, or just off. Here I've got spring onions, garlic, ginger, that's garlic paste there. I normally just chop up garlic, so just turn this music off. I normally just chop up garlics, but I bought the garlic paste the other day and it smells so good, so I think I'm just going to be using that in future. And then here I've got some chili flakes. Here, so here's the main ingredients really to the sauce. So it's the white rice vinegar and soy sauce. Most recipes say like mirin, I think that's how you say it, but I think they're the same thing pretty much, or substitutes. I think you can use sake instead. Some say all three, so mirin, sake and soy. But yeah, basically mirin and the soy sauce, and here Truvia, which is the main adjustment, instead of brown sugar, are the main ingredients to make the sauce. So I've got 25 ml of the soy sauce and 20 of the white rice vinegar. I'm just going to do the Truvia to taste, well, a shitload of it. Yeah, so add the spring onions and the chilies to the beef in this bowl here. And last thing, just to thicken it up, you don't have to use this. I only started using this a couple of days ago, but it does like improve it quite a bit. I've got cornstarch, so I'm just going to add all those ingredients together with the cornstarch before I put it into a hot pan. It literally takes about 2 minutes to cook once it's in the pan, because the beef's like chopped so finely, which is one of the reasons I like the recipe. It does take a bit of time actually to get all the ingredients together. So with that, I'm going to have 100 grams bean sprout, 200 grams of courgettes and 100 grams of leeks. And this is like a mix I got from the shop. So I got this from Sainsbury's. It's like broccoli, sugar snap peas and runner beans. I've realised that today, obviously I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, so the ratios aren't always going to be perfect, and I realised today there's quite a big difference in the ratio of like broccoli to the rest of the mix. So sometimes last time I got it, I didn't have many broccoli trees, and this time there's quite a few. So I think I might drop it out just for the accuracy, just for peace of mind really. It won't make too much of a difference, I know, but peace of mind.
So I thought I would just come in here and say about kind of what is going on here. He's cooking, it's taken a long time, and he's pretty neurotic about it. So the fact is he's kind of concerned because he's brought pre-packaged vegetables which have an assortment of vegetables. So he's kind of worried that what's the ratio of bean sprouts to broccoli and all of that. And that is just being overly neurotic about food, which does come with the territory of long dieting, especially contest prep, where you're getting into those lean levels of dieting. It's kind of like making sure that on your scale you're weighing everything and you're weighing it to the gram. If you want 60 grams of oats, you're not going to eat 61, you're not going to eat 59. If a grain of rice goes on the floor, you pick it up and you put it back in your bowl. Things like that. You get really neurotic, and this is completely true of a contest prep dieter, but it's something to be aware of and know it will kind of fade away in the future. My neuroticity is completely gone now since my contest. Also, you'll notice taking a long time over preparing food, cooking it for a long time, and those sort of things are definitely true during contest prep. The longer I could kind of be preparing food, kind of knowing it was coming, it just kind of let the stress go, and it made life a lot easier. Something that I kind of recommend a lot of people do when they're dieting is kind of plan meals in advance, so you know you've got that food there, that guaranteed meal that you're looking forward to at the end of the day. Something like that can really help. You'll probably notice as the footage goes on that John is definitely neurotic about his food, a bit anal about things, but that is what comes with the territory. So just be expected to be a bit obsessed with food porn as opposed to normal porn. That is definitely something that is true for someone who is dieting for a long time into those lean body fat levels.
With that, by the side, I'm going to have a bowl of salad. So I've got 150 grams of lettuce and 40 grams of rocket. Just put some sherry vinegar on top, salt and pepper, and then to chuck into the vegetables just before they're cooked, I'm going to add this basil and parsley. Also, for dessert, got these. So these came today. This is a Pro Max blueberry smoothie bars. I've never actually tried these ones. I've had I have them like every day. It's pretty much a staple of my diet. The cherry ones. So I started buying them by the box just because it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. But I like the cherry ones, the orange ones. They're all banging for the texture. So because they're so chewy, they last for so long. But anyway, I won't bore you with the details of my protein bar. So I'm just gonna warm up my pans and get going. Alright, so I've got the veg on. This has been cooking probably for about 5 minutes. What I do with the ready chopped stuff, I think it's like half cooked or something, you just got to whack it in the microwave. So it says to put it in for 3 minutes, so I'll put it in for half the time because I'm going to add it to the wok. I'll add the bean sprouts just before it's all done. But yeah, so I forgot to mention that I put some Chinese fire spice into the beef as well. And just before I whack it into the pan, I've got some water on standby just in case it's a bit too hot and sometimes the sauce sort of gets a bit dried out. But yeah, here's how it's all looking. So just got my Gordon Rambo on in the kitchen, about to tuck in. I'm not going to give it a taste test because I actually hate the sound of people eating. But yeah, as you can see, it's got like a decent sauce. The sauce is quite thick, and to be honest, adding the water has worked out quite well. But most of my meals I have like a salsa dip because it's quite low in calories, well, very low in calories compared to like ketchup. So I think the one I've got at the moment is like 50 grams, is 16 calories. But because I've got the sauce on this, I'm not going to have anything. Anyway, it's going to dig in.